Hey everyone. I don't know if anyone can recognize me right now because my hat's on the other side of my head in this video for this week. So I'm Brooke Underwood and I'm going to do a little Facebook Live today on your needs in your business. I'm going to wait a second, see if anyone pops on here. Hello, welcome. So, your needs in your business. What does that mean? Well, before you ask yourself what your needs in your business mean, ask yourself what your needs mean in your personal life. So many times we pursue what we think we ought to be pursuing, whether that's programmed into us to be something, or if it's our burning desire to find and align with our purpose. And I'd like to offer the suggestion today to take a step back from looking and experiencing life through your purpose, or even just desiring to figure out what your purpose is, and sort of being on this heroic journey to understand why you are here on the planet. Because I have personally found that when I put my idea in the universe that what I want is only going to happen because of my purpose, and if my purpose is not actualized, then I am failing in some existential or visceral way. And I believe that in order for us to be in alignment with our deep purpose, we first have to be in alignment with our deep needs. So, needs are something I practice speaking to in my life, in my business, with my clients, with my partner, in my friendships. Needs are coming from my angle of studying nonviolent communication. And I actually have a needs inventory here printed out from the Center of Nonviolent Communication that you can actually download to have for yourself, as this is something I use in my teaching modules in Mystic Business Academy, because it is so very effective to first understand your own needs, then understand your needs for your business and see if they cross over, or if they contradict, or if they have some sort of energy that needs to be looked at and parsed through, and then the needs of your clients. I think a lot of times we forget to ask what our clients' needs are, and right from the start we should be asking our clients, even before they sign on to work with us, what their needs are, because we don't want to assume one's needs, because when we assume the needs of others, then we are not giving them the opportunity to express themselves from a very deep, connected way. So first, to define needs in business, I recommend that you define needs for yourself and what those needs are on a day-to-day basis. You know that your soul needs to have in order to function at its most vibrancy. So there's a huge list of this needs inventory, and I'll just read off some of those needs. And some of them are obvious, right? It's physical well-being, it's connection, usually a sense of belonging or community, or even safety. Most of us want to be in a place of safety in our environment and to feel safe. Feelings and needs are somewhat different, so keep this in mind. Other needs: a sense of equality, a sense of independence, a sense of meaning. As many of us on the spiritual path and those who have spiritual businesses pursue meaning in their lives, and that pursuit of meaning is what actually drives our business in order to provide something truly celebratory, transformational, and meaningful for one's life. So get clear on what your personal needs are before you then get an understanding, a clarifying needs inventory for your own business. And I'd like to just share my needs for my own business to give you the opportunity to reflect on your own needs for your online business or whatever type of healing business you have. So my needs in particular for my business, I have a need for authenticity, most definitely. If you stay tuned to my writing and to my shares, I really have a need to share from my authenticity. And I speak to that and how much I suggest that that could be a really transformational place for one to start sharing in their day-to-day life. So I also have a need for play. And if you haven't noticed, I'm wearing this little hat, and I've done a little survey, and a lot of people are suggesting I keep on wearing this hat after the season. So who knows? I have a few costumes that I'd love to do live videos in. I'm all about play and getting into different, not personas per se, but just adding a little pizzazz and a little lightness, because we can get quite stuck in the seriousness of life and in the seriousness of our online business and making it super successful and super impactful, when actually lifting the energy and having a sense of humor, a sense of lightness can actually bring us joy and can ripple out and bring our clients joy. My other need that I like to share is that I have a need for, what's the one I wanted to share here? A need for space. Yeah, I have a need for space in my business. I am a very multi-passionate person. I do a lot of things besides Mystic Business Academy and working with my one-on-one clients right now. I'm a student, a writing student, and an astrology student, and I dabble in all the things I've studied for the past decade of my life ongoingly. If you were to where I live, my room where I am right now, you will see the dozens and dozens of stacked books absolutely everywhere. So I do have a need for space in my business. I make this very clear with my clients and whomever is desiring to work with me, that I have boundaries that I need to have in order for my own need for my business to have space so I can create. There's a direct correlation for me with space and creativity, because I find that when I give myself the space to just sit with the book, to sit with spaciousness, open timing, I can really create from a place of inspiration instead of a place of forced type of responsibility. So those are my three needs in my business I wanted to share: the need for authenticity, my need for play, and my need for space. And I'd like to just encourage you to look at this form. You can download it, in fact, from the Center of Nonviolent Communication, your needs inventory. They also have a feelings inventory, which is different, and I will not go into that. I find that focusing on our needs is the foundational resonance for us to know ourselves in all relationships. So not only our business, but also in our relationships with our loved ones. Because if we aren't having one of our core needs met, we may project that upon the other person instead of actually taking a moment to reflect on, can I fulfill that need myself? And if not, where else can I have that need be fulfilled? Whether it be through a class, whether it be through a friend that's not your partner, whether it be through, hanging out with someone's beautiful animal or pet. We can find our needs in others that are beyond our intimate others right now. And it takes a little challenging oneself to get out of the idea that we can independently find our needs and get our needs met. It's just how we have that intention, and behind the intention is the clarity of what that need is and what the plethora of needs we each have, which goes behind a sense of safety or a sense of peace, a sense of belonging. I find those to be quite core needs we all have. And just a friendly reminder, my battery is dying on my little camera here. Politicians cannot fulfill our needs, and I think this is a good reminder right now with this season as we may project upon leaders, either politicians or religious figures or people in leadership positions in society and in our life, that even though they may have a very influential energy, a very influential aura, they may be very persuasive, they may have really brilliant ideas, know that at the very essence of being human on this life, you are the person responsible for filling your needs, no one else. So although we may have little needs being fulfilled by elected officials or people that we go to church or people that we learn from or that we share community with, know that it is up to you and your own individuation to understand what your needs are and to get those needs met. This is a dare for any of you that are going through a challenging time right now to look at your needs. What needs aren't being met? Do you have a need for beauty and inspiration right now? I know I surely do. I've spent quite some time outside today and quite some time dancing. I did a workout that was more dancing based because I had a need for movement in my body and a need to express myself through movement. So just know that focusing on our needs is amazing and super beneficial to our life and our business, no matter how way you go about it. Get clear on your needs, get clear of your ideal client's needs, and you will have success, no doubt. All right, well, happy Halloween, everyone who's been tuning in, and many blessings.